Hey guys, Coach Rich here, and today we are going to be going over calf training 101. Now, we get asked a lot if we have a standing calf raise here at Body Factory Bali. The answer is kind of. We have our Watson gym equipment leverage squat right here, which actually doubles as a standing calf raise. So basically what we're doing is putting the ball of our foot on this cylinder at the very bottom of the machine. Now, most gyms, most commercial gyms around the world do have some variation of a standing calf raise. I do really like this one because it gives you the option to load it quite heavy. But the biggest tip that I can give you guys for training calves is that you need to get up as high as you possibly can on your toes, and when you're up as high as you possibly can go, you need to get up a little higher. And then when you come down, you need to really feel that stretch and spend time in that stretch position. So as you can see with that example, guys, I am stretching all the way down as far as my ankles will allow me to go, and then coming up and squeezing as hard as I can at the top. So it's really important to spend time in both the stretch and the contracted position. You don't have to do that in the same set. You can do sets where you're focusing on that stretch position and do sets where you're focusing on that contracted position. But the key thing to note is don't bounce out of the bottom. So don't use momentum to fling you back up into that contracted position. Another key little tip that you guys can take away from this is when you're trying to get to that contraction, you can actually focus on driving your ankles forward to get that extra little bit of height at the top. So when you're as high as you feel like you can possibly go, don't think about just getting high, think about rolling your ankles forward, and that will give you that little bit of extra range. Okay guys, so that is calf training 101. The standing calf raise is by far the best bang for your buck calf movement. It's also the most easily accessible, so you'll find it in most commercial gyms. Key points that we covered are stretching as far as you can, so as far as your ankle will allow you to go, and spending some time there. And then squeezing as high as you possibly can and spending some time there too. To get that extra bit of range, focus on pushing your ankles forward when you get to the top of the movement. If you focus on those two things and not bouncing at the bottom of the movement using momentum to bring you up, I promise you'll see some calf gains.